All right, Cowboys fans, Zaxter99 here. Just want to go ahead and talk for a minute, you guys, about my feelings on the current state of the Cowboys and, the game tomorrow. And I want to go ahead and announce that I will be live streaming my own perspective of the Cowboy game tomorrow as well. And I even built my own little application to help me with that for a live stream during the Cowboys-Falcons game tomorrow. But first things first, guys. We're looking here at my own YouTube channel or video searches, Zaxter99 Tony Romo. And I want you guys to look at something particular. And you guys can go check these videos out if you want as well. But back in July, I believe this was in July or August of 2014, as we were headed into the 2014 season, back at this time, you got to remember Tony Romo was constantly bombarded by Cowboys fans everywhere, how the Cowboys needed a new quarterback, and he was, Tony Romo wasn't clutch, and all he did was lose big games, and he never won, and he couldn't never bring the Cowboys back, and he always threw interceptions, yada, 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 yada. 95% of the Cowboy fans, especially online and that I talked to, wanted Tony Romo gone. And I was sick of it, and I made a 17-minute rant video where I defended Tony Romo, and I backed up everything he did, showed all his fourth quarter comebacks and all his statistics, and actually showed the real numbers. And Tony Romo, of course, was a great quarterback. He just never had the team and the coaching and everything he needed to, get the big Super Bowl win. That could have changed everything, but he definitely had the talent. And Tony Romo was a quarterback that really, season after season after season, changed the Cowboys from what would have been a 2-14 team or a 3-13 team, to a 7-9 team or an 8-8 team. Tony Romo alone was the reason the Cowboys had so many even mediocre seasons rather than just completely trash seasons. He had a great season in 2014, so you see right here, after the season, I took a look back at how good his season was. But the reason I'm showing you guys this is because right now we have a similar kind of thing going on with Cowboys fans. Again, so many Cowboys fans out there are wanting Dak Prescott gone, wanting the Cowboys to move to another quarterback, wanting the Cowboys to, trade for anybody. Or I've even heard them start, Cowboy fans are saying start Cooper Rush or Mike White. Really? You guys don't understand how good Dak Prescott actually is. Dak Prescott this season is going through a huge change, a whole bunch of new receivers that he's not used to. Also look at, the first 8 games when the pass protection has been way less than what he's used to. Dak Prescott has been pressured. He's been hurried. Ezekiel Elliott hasn't been able to run the ball effectively at all until last week, for the most part. The coaching hasn't been good. And I'm not going to sit here and make every excuse in the world for Dak Prescott. Yes, he's made some critical bad throws at times. But he has also proven time and time and time again, even this season alone, that he is very poised. He's got a very strong head on his shoulder. And Dak Prescott, even more than Tony Romo, I believe, has that it factor that you want in a quarterback. I believe that in the coming years, Dak Prescott is going to prove to be as good, if not better than, a quarterback that I think is very similar to him in style, and that would be Russell Wilson up in Seattle. Cowboys just got Amari Cooper, and I think Amari Cooper was well worth that first-round pick because he's just already showing that he is a baller, and, he's not like Dez Bryant was. He's not one of those, attention whores that is always screaming and hollering. And while I like the passion that Dez Bryant had, I think for a quarterback like Dak Prescott, I think Amari Cooper is just going to be a lot better fit. If the Cowboys can, score a good tight end, or if one of their current tight ends turns into, a really big clutch tight end, and they can shore up that offensive line, much like they did last week by Connor Williams having that injury and being replaced by that Samoan guy. I can't even remember his name. He had a really weird name, but he did a fine job last week. And to be honest, I kind of hope he starts again. I think he's going to. And let's give Connor Williams a few more weeks to heal, if not more, huh? No, but it's Connor Williams, I mean, rookie season, and I'm sure he'll do nothing but get better. But for right now, I definitely like this new guard the Cowboys put in last week against the Eagles when they played the Eagles really, really well. And, last week I made a prediction where I said the Cowboys were going to beat the Eagles. And I think, I bet you 95% of the experts and predictions and stuff like that last week before the Eagles game were in favor of the Eagles. So, what I'm saying in this video, guys, is lay off Dak Prescott. It's going to take him a little bit of time to get used to the new the receivers that he has, get used to Amari Cooper. I believe he's already starting to develop a chemistry with Amari Cooper, and Amari Cooper is the right guy for this team. So well worth that first-round pick. I think the Cowboys stole Amari Cooper for that first-round pick. There's no way they could have got a better receiver in the first-round draft than what he's going to turn out to be. He's going to help open up the running game for Ezekiel Elliott. He's going to help everybody on the team. He's going to help Dak Prescott. He's going to help the other receivers. And in fact, guys, let me go ahead and go into this new application I built. So what I have, guys, is I built this application for the game tomorrow. And if this goes well, if I do a decent job at announcing what I'm seeing on my TV screen, this will be a live stream where anybody that maybe they can't get the game, they don't get the game or whatever. Obviously, I've already tried showing live NFL footage and live streams from the web, the website that streams the NFL games out of Europe, I think it is, and those got shut down. So I can't show live, video of the games. But what I can do is use an application I made myself here, where I can show what team has the ball. I can show the score. So if the Cowboys score 3 and the Falcons score a touchdown, people that come into the stream will know what the score is. And, I can put the time at approximately how much time's left. And I can also show where the ball's at on the screen. And I'll be announcing what happens in play. Ezekiel Elliott runs up the middle. That was a great play where he squirted up the middle. He bounced off 2 defenders, and then he hurdled, whatever the defensive guy is. And he hurdled him and fell down, and I hope he's going to be okay, but the Cowboys are now first down and 10 at the 21. So that's kind of what it's going to be like, but at least I can give people an idea of the game, what's going on. I'll try to, keep everything updated the best I can. I'm probably not going to update the time every single play, but, at least I can do it really quickly and get it close and show what quarter you're in, where the ball's at, and kind of tell people what's going on, as well as give you guys my own passion, what I think of the plays, how I think the game's going. You're going to be able to tell by my tone how upset or how happy I am with the current state of the game. And, I'll be able to respond to live stream comments as well if I can keep up with everything here. So I look forward to trying, kind of live streaming my own opinions and view of the game tomorrow once the game goes live. That is at 1 p.m. Eastern. Cowboys will play the Falcons, and you'll see that right here on my live stream, everybody. So just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that. I want to go ahead and say right now, I want to go ahead and give you guys what I think is going to be the score tomorrow. I think much like last week when the Cowboys came in and that offensive line dominated, I think even more so the Cowboys are going to dominate the Falcons defense. I think the Cowboys are going to build on the confidence in what they did last week. I look for Amari Cooper to have another big game, and not so much in a big game for himself. Again, I look for him to help open up the passing game, and this time I look for the Cowboys to have probably 1 or 2 touchdowns to Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup, in a bold prediction, is going to have more yards receiving than both Amari Cooper and Julio Jones for the Falcons. I look for the Cowboys to beat the Falcons about 34-17. That's what I'm going to predict is going to. It's not going to go into overtime for sure, But yeah, there is when the time winds down, guys, I look for that to be the final score. I think it's going to be a convincing, dominant game for the Cowboys on both sides of the ball. I think Ezekiel Elliott's going to have a good game. He's going to have, close to or more than 100 yards again. I look for Michael Gallup to be the biggest receiver of the game on both sides of the ball tomorrow. And I think Amari Cooper is going to be the one that kind of helps open up Michael Gallup for some long bombs. I think that's why he's going to be the leading receiver. I think he's going to have a couple of long bombs, at least one probably for a touchdown. So that is what I think is going to happen tomorrow. But we'll see. I'll be right here live announcing what happens, guys. So you guys can be right here. It doesn't matter, who you're a fan of. You're welcome to watch the stream. And I'm going to do my best at giving you guys what's happening on the field and what I think about it during the game. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Be sure you comment down below. Let me know what you think the score is going to be. Make sure you put that prediction before the game actually starts. So, it doesn't count if you put in the score like after the game's already at halftime or already over. Yeah, anybody can do that. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. This is ZaxCoin. Take care.